My name is Sundaram Tagore, and I'm an art historian and gallerist. And I'm here in Singapore with a new branch. Although I come from the East, I come from Asia, I have spent many, many years in the West. My education was in the West, and I lived in many countries, in many cities across the globe. I only do things that's completely close to my heart. I'm not interested in trends. I'm not interested in what market says. I'm not really interested. I don't care. I'm interested in art and the presentation of art in the context of its social, intellectual context and spiritual context. And that's what we do. When he did this presentation in New York, it was a big hit. Back of my mind, then I knew I would like to take him to Asia, because ultimately he's taking these kind of musical format and forms that has to do with directly with Asian, particularly with Bali. He is using robotics technology to make it happen. So it's robotic in the sense the banging of the cymbals and the technology that he uses, all of this is pushing it in the future. So tradition not frozen, but tradition presented in the futuristic sense, yet maintaining all the beautiful qualities of that sound that we love so much. But now we are dealing with a different technology that exists, and the present day technology is internet technology, computer technology, robotics technology, pushing the envelope. And that's what art does, is allows you to think and get immersed and transformed in the process by looking at it and absorbing what the artist is trying to say. Let's say I'm an artist, young artist, I want to see an exhibition that's taking place at Tate Gallery or at the Museum of Modern Art. All I do is Google quickly, see the visuals, and I have a sense of what that exhibition is all about. And it starts penetrating my consciousness, and I start producing art very similar. But yes, it's disappearing because more and more collectors are buying them and putting it away in their rooms. So that's why what you're doing here in Singapore, building more museums and collecting them so everyone can enjoy it and learn from it, that's becomes very, very important. And for Singapore to become a world city, infrastructures and world-class roadways and amenities are great, but you also need world-class museums and world-class educational sort of places for people to encounter something so beautiful, what they do in the West. This exhibition is called Home and the World, and home is where the center happens to be, and the world around us. We, in this kind of a globalized world, we are always looking for a home. They may have been born in one part of the world and living in another, and the same carries with artists. Artists are living in multiple locations, so we are looking at artists who are exploring a culture other than their own. So it's a dual identity in that. So where is home? That gravity, that center, and that's, I believe, is a kind of spiritual center that exists. So within that home and the world is this kind of tension between tradition and modernity. This exhibition encapsulates those values. I think the reason that people loved it is because it's very authentic. He doesn't like to play with it. And the second part of it is truly sublime. And he kind of moves you to another level. When you walk in, and we saw the opening nights of Gilman Barracks, the recent opening that we had, all these people were being drawn from this haunting sound that was pouring out of this particular room and outside. Moves you into a level of beauty. And that's what we're searching through art, is ultimately beauty. Very exciting story. It's about an American architect who was invited to do these projects in the subcontinent of India and also in parts of Europe and particularly in America. But he wasn't able to fulfill everything. and his biggest project became the one in Bangladesh. And what is amazing story about this is that it's truly a 20th century monument, a Taj Mahal. In today's context, in this day and age, no one will build it. They won't be able to build it. How was he able to build something so far in the poorest country in the world, hardly struggling, and building one of the most grandest modern architectural examples? So that's my story.